AITA for refusing to invite my mom to my wedding after what she did. My name is Samantha. I'm 28 years old, and I work as a graphic designer. I've been engaged to my fiancé, Daniel, 30, for a little over a year now. We've been planning our wedding for months, and it's supposed to be the happiest day of our lives. But there's one huge problem: my mom, Sharon, and I don't have a good relationship. We haven't spoken in over 5 years, and to be honest, I thought I had finally moved on. But then, out of nowhere, she found out I was getting married, and suddenly, she wanted to be involved. And that's where everything went to hell. A past I'd rather forget. Growing up, my mom was, difficult to put it nicely. She was controlling, manipulative, and emotionally exhausting. Every decision I made had to go through her first. She would criticize my weight, my clothes, my career choices, even my friends. It wasn't just the usual strict parenting, it was a dictatorship. And the moment I tried to stand up for myself, she would either guilt-trip me or blow up in a fit of rage. The worst of it came 5 years ago. I had just gotten a big promotion at work, and I was so proud of myself. I called my mom to tell her the good news, expecting her to be happy for me. Instead, she laughed and said, "Well, don't get too comfortable. You always mess things up." She went on about how I didn't deserve the job, how I had always been a difficult child, and that I should thank her for even making it this far in life. That was the moment I realized she would never change. I finally reached my breaking point and decided to cut contact. I felt guilty, of course. She was my mom, but I finally had some peace. I built a life for myself. I went to therapy. I healed. I grew. For 5 years, I heard nothing from her. Not a call, not a text. She never even reached out when I got engaged. I accepted it. It was better this way. Or so I thought. The unexpected message a few months ago, out of the blue, my phone lit up with a number I didn't recognize. When I opened the text, my stomach dropped. It was her. "Hey, sweetie, I heard the big news. When should I expect my invitation? I can't believe you were going to get married without telling me. That's not how a daughter should treat her own mother." What? Where do I even start? She hadn't spoken to me in 5 years, had ignored every call, email, and letter I sent after we stopped talking. But now, suddenly, I'm the villain for not including her in my wedding. I was furious. I didn't respond at first. Instead, I talked to my fiancé, Jake, and he said he'd support whatever decision I made. My best friend, Melissa, who has seen me cry over my mother too many times to count, said I shouldn't give her another chance to ruin a milestone in my life. And honestly, I agreed. I just wanted peace. I wanted a wedding without drama, without manipulation, without my mother making everything about herself. So I didn't reply. But then the messages kept coming. She started calling family members, claiming I was a disrespectful, ungrateful daughter. And then, of course, the guilt trips started coming. Update 1. After a few weeks of ignoring her messages, I got a call from my aunt, my mom's sister. "You need to invite your mother to your wedding. She's devastated." She's your mother, for God's sake. She made it seem like my mom had changed, like she was a new person now, but I wasn't buying it. I told my aunt everything, how my mom used to belittle me, how she controlled every aspect of my life, how she never apologized when I finally had enough. And what did my aunt say? "She's your mother. She gave birth to you. That alone means she deserves a place at your wedding." I wanted to scream. Why do people think someone automatically deserves a relationship just because of DNA? And the worst part? My dad was agreeing with them. "She's still your mother," he kept saying. "Can't you just let the past be the past?" I told them all the same thing. No, this isn't about me being petty. This isn't about revenge. It's about my peace. I refuse to invite a woman who made my entire childhood miserable just so she can play good mom for a day, and then go right back to pretending I don't exist. Now, half my family is calling me cruel, saying a wedding is about family, and I need to forgive and forget. But where was that same attitude when I was a teenager crying myself to sleep, wondering why my own mother didn't love me? I feel like I finally took my life into my own hands when I went no contact. My wedding is about celebrating love, not about putting on a show for a woman who never cared about me when it mattered. But now I wonder. AITA for refusing to invite my mother. Should I just let it go for the sake of peace, or do I have a right to stand my ground? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you want more real-life stories like this, don't forget to like and subscribe.